How's it going, everyone? KayneHunterTaker here. Welcome back to an episode of Kayne's Bedtime. It feels like it's been a while since I recorded an episode. I think it was about 2 weeks since the last one. Yes, because the first time I want to talk about it was before that happened. So yeah, it's been about 2 weeks, and yeah, it's not that I've had nothing to talk about. It's just been pretty busy, you know, New Year, you know, getting back to the... I mean, we didn't have work off, but you know what I mean? It's like New Year, new stuff's happening. Basically trying to get on track for the new year, and yeah, just life's been pretty busy. And tonight I thought I wanted to record something, but I didn't feel like recording any gameplay. I just thought something quick, something, you know, kind of laid back, and I thought, Kayne's Bedtime, finally get an episode recording it. I wouldn't mind. I was meaning to do these like once a week, and yeah, I already broke that streak. But anyway, let's get to it. Alrighty, first topic. Me and Luke watched the tribute show for Brodie Lee, or John Huber, Luke Harper, and yeah, a few tears there. It was very sad and very emotional, but it was very, you know, very nice. It was really well put together, and the matches were awesome, really, you know, fun to watch. And just the end segment when they give Brodie Lee Jr. the TNT title, which I did know about in the last episode, and yeah, it was very, you know, very tear-jerking. Luke had a couple, and what really, you know, kind of made me start, when Eric Rowan showed up, I was like, oh, that's the one that got me, because it was sort of, you know, I was kind of, you know, it was getting emotional, you know, it was like, oh, yeah, I'm okay, but when Eric Rowan came out, and I was like, holy shit, holy crap, and did his thing. But then when he came back out and held up the sign and he started breaking down, that was when I was like, it really got me going. And it was just a very nice tribute show to remember the man himself, Brodie Lee, Luke Harper, John Huber, and yeah, it was really good. Okay, there's a couple of things I forgot to talk about. I had it on my list, and my list is very messy, so I kind of miss things. But I finished Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 1, but I haven't got into Season 2 yet. I've started on other things, like finishing off their current season, so I'm not getting bored. And yeah, the last episode was... What was the last episode again? It was... Oh, it was the, excuse me. The Bane and his crew, they kidnapped... Padme and the Senates, I think, yeah, and they wanted to break out a hut. So yeah, really good episode, and yeah, I want to start season 2 very soon, but I'm just finishing up a couple of other shows as well. Talk about finishing up. I thought I might, you know, just continue on with, you know, TV shows and stuff. I started Monkey Magic many months ago, and that show is really fun, really good to watch, and I'm up to the last couple of episodes. The recent one I watched, and it was funny enough because Monkey Magic's been around for so many, you know, such a long time, and the family, you know, used to watch it back in the 90s. Our uncle used to come up and visit and watch the latest episode because it was on Foxtel, and he couldn't watch it at his home. And I remember the episode we watched, and just snippets of it, and it kind of scared me. I was only a kid. It was the vampire ones and the vultures, if I remember. So there was two sides of the world, and you got the night time and the sun time, like it never goes night, and the vampires, it never goes morning. And yeah, I just remember being, you know, kind of scared of those. So I didn't realise it was like Monkey Magic at the time, and then I watched the episode and I went, oh yeah, there we go. So that's a fun series, and I started not last year, but kind of mid to last year, and I just kind of moved on to something else, but finally picked it up again. It's just weird, there's only 2 seasons. I thought there was so many. Talk about picking up series. I finally edited the next episode of Resident Evil Uncoordinated. So, me and Luke, we filmed these episodes. We've done about 6 episodes that I haven't edited yet. I mean, we filmed those like 3 years ago, and I'm just very lazy, and I got so much stuff on, you know, YouTube that I'm editing, and I just take my time with it. So the episode that I just uploaded was done in 2017, I think, yeah. And it was just very short episodes, but as we film more, they do go a bit longer. But this one, just thought about randomly, and it's always been my sort of thing where I'm like, I wonder what would happen, because in a Resident Evil game, the safe room is safe. Nothing can touch you. But, you know, I'm running through, to the safe room, which Luke's already there, and I'm like, holy shit, you know, man, did you see that? I nearly got caught. And then I'm looking out the door and it's like, you can't get me. I'm in the safe room, you know, fucking suck it. Then all of a sudden it's like, arm grabs me and pulls me out. So I've always sort of had that idea in my brain for so many years, and I thought if I, you know, when I started the Resident Evil Coordinated, well, Double Trouble Adventures series, I always wanted to do an episode about that, and yeah, I finally got it edited and ready to, you know, move on to the next episode. And this one didn't take me too long to edit, actually. I need to, you know, because I think the last episode I did was like June last year. Very lazy. I can't remember the next episode, so I can't even give a slight teaser. The episode before that was Jill Valentine on the ceiling. Then it was the safe room. Damn, I can't remember. Shit. Actually, I may have wrapped up that year of episodes I filmed, and I'm probably 2018 now, so yeah, I think so. Alright, everyone, played some more Cyberpunk 2077, and I am still really enjoying this game. I really am. There's been a couple of different nights and sessions that I've done, so I'll start from sort of like the beginning. I originally played it offline for a little bit. I really started to explore the game, what it had to offer. I learned how to craft things. I learned how to not to spot, but you know, look out for special items and weapons to break down because of the things that you can only do. So if the weapon's uncommon, you only get. So here's the barn. You got different sections of how do I put it? Resources, and the more high grade of the weapon, the higher the resource, like the rare resources you get to make something cool. And I really love the side stuff of trying to clean up the crimes between the gangs. And every time I'm playing the game, I played for a couple of hours just driving around the streets and sort of leveling up and finding gear to break down. And yeah, I just love sneaking in, stealthing it, and just clearing out those spots where it's like, oh, there's crime, you know, clear it up and we'll give you some points. And that's really fun. I had a good time with that. And then what else did I do? Oh, I recorded a session, and it was just side stuff, doing side missions. And I Pamalam, we did one of the story main missions, and so her clan, she's distanced herself from her clan, and we're helping her so she can help us, and we take out this big building, and then at the same time we cause them to attack the clan and the people. And I stopped right as I took out the big tank, and then when I do another recording I'll move on. But yeah, I'm just it's just such a shame. I feel like shit because I really did bag this game. I mentioned in the last episode, and it's a game I can't put down. It's really, really fun, and I really hope, you know, you can recover. I really do. Tell you what, it's a fucking piss take that people are playing it and then like, oh yeah, I'm almost finished, I want a refund. Oh, that's what I nearly missed. I got really pissed off at one bit. I was going through the perks, but then I failed a mission that I didn't realise, so I had to go back a couple of saves, and then I lost the perks, so I was kind of happy about it. Since I'm focusing on stealth with the side stuff, I found that you can find a perk that throws your knife. And I thought, oh, that'd be a really cool one, and I was testing it, and it did a lot of damage. My knife that I was using took out an enemy in one shot. And I thought, oh, brilliant, that's really cool to have, just to, if I can't get to someone without being spotted, I can just throw my knife. Well, I don't know if it's a bug or if it's an actual feature. It's really hard to tell with this game. You can't pick your knife back up. As soon as you throw it, it disappears. And I went, that's fucking rude. I just threw my best knife and I can't get it back. So I had to reload. And when I went back to try and do this mission that it failed, I was happy to have not had that perk, because that was really, really dumb. I can't believe, like I said, it's hard to tell if this is a feature they intended or if it's a bug. It really is hard to tell. Alrighty, I played a lot more of Control, and I've made the decision I'm not enjoying the game. I really tried. I give it a good go, and yeah, it's just not a game for me, unfortunately. I've put in about 6 to 8 hours, and it's not so much that I don't like the story. I just don't like this. I'm always getting lost, if you know what I mean. It's like, get to this spot. Oh, okay. No, wrong area. I was in the power plant bit where you had to put these plugs back in and all that stuff, but I just could not work my way around to try and get to this spot. Then I realised where this area was. I had to put in, a plug, but I don't know if it's because I missed it maybe, but there was just no indication of what to do. I really did struggle, and yeah, the battle system, it got really repetitive as well, and that was the bit I was sort of relying on to keep going, and in the end, I just decided, nah, it's just not for me. Alright, and because of that, I picked up another game to start playing. I finally started Kingdom Come Deliverance, the Royal Edition, and geez, this game very, it does not hold your hand in any way. I mean, when I say that, it's like, it doesn't tell you that, when there's a quest, follow the grass that points east. What I mean is, like, the combat, you gotta really time your movements, and I struggled a little bit, and I was kicking myself because the final part of the prelude, I didn't realise it was a 2-hour sort of starter to the game. I was walking around with all this gear that I wanted to sell, and then I realised, oh shit, that wasn't even, the start of the game, that was just the beginning. So I just did the learning of, archery, and then really playing out your moves with the sword, and I'm struggling a little bit, but I am pretty hooked. I want to keep playing it, and hopefully I can, get into some battle soon. I'm kind of a bit suffering a little bit. I really want to get out and explore, and get into some battles and all that stuff. It's just, it's a bit more talking side at the moment, but yeah, once I get past that, hopefully, and they send me on some missions, I can, really start, enjoying it. Not to say that I haven't enjoyed it so far. I mean, I've put about 4 to 6 hours in. Alrighty, I finally started a playthrough of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Apart from one, which, bias, it's always my favourite, first in series, but the next one is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I love this game so much. Luke, we got it in 2005. Funny enough, through a video store, they had an auction for it and we won it. But I didn't play it until 2006 or 7. The year before that, I finally beat Resident Evil 1, and then I was sort of going through each game, and then I finally picked up Resident Evil 3 and just fell in love with it. I love the story, I love the gameplay, I love the characters. Jill Valentine makes a return. Nemesis, such a great, villain of the game and the series, such a great, boss character. And yeah, I started the other night. I got up to when we meet Nikolai and Mikhail and all that in the tram, and yeah, I was really amazed how far I got, and I kicked Nemesis' ass first shot. When you first battle him, I struggled. I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna get taken out, but because I managed to dodge being hit through the first part of the game, I had all my healing, and I got a bit of a muscle memory. I practiced to try and pick it up when I was going to do it for Halloween, and I thought I'll get started on the game, and I kind of choked in the end because I thought, if I don't want to be stuck on Nemesis for so long, so I was practicing and stuff, and then I thought, yeah, I'm not ready. I don't want to do it because I don't want to run from Nemesis. It's always my thing. I want to take him out, so that's why I did Resident Evil 2 instead. I did a full run of that for Halloween last year, and for Resident Evil 3, I won't do a Halloween event. I'll make it as a proper playthrough, and yeah, started the other night, and yeah, beat him down. Like I said, first shot, and yeah, just dodging and everything. Really got the the timing of it. I was really amazed how I was doing so well with it, and yeah, I can't wait to jump back in. I tell you what, I was like, damn it. See, when you're doing a run like me, you want to take Nemesis out, you want to get the cool weapons, you know, you get the Desert Eagle, and then you get the, you know, the sawn-off shotgun, and then all the cool stuff. You want to hope you get the grenade launcher in, you know, the police station, you go into the locker room. I got the Magnum. I was so pissed, and I guarantee that, no, actually, I think it's chosen randomly at the start of the game. I don't think it matters if you find Nemesis, but I was like, fuck! And the reason I'm so pissed is like the grenade launcher, you know, you find all this ammo and can use it against enemies and make freeze rounds to slow Nemesis down in battle, and then I'm stuck with a Magnum that's empty. Alrighty, another thing I forgot to show in the last episode. I found another model kit, and it's not Dragon Ball this time. Pokemon has now started doing them, and we've got Lugia, and I was really stoked. I thought, oh yeah, that's, you know, a nice change, and they didn't have any sort of Pokemon that I really liked, but, you know, Lugia, Pokemon Silver is one of my favourite Pokemon games, and I can't wait to build. I was hoping that had Venusaur, but the only ones I saw were, I think, Gengar, Pikachu, and there was a double, it was Charizard versus Dragonite, and I was like, oh, no Venusaur. Alrighty, I am breezing through, I'm almost at the end. Read a lot of Jurassic Park since the last episode. We had so if I remember, I talked about the chapter before Tim finds Lex in the sewer. I'll read my notes. Oh, here we go. So Grant finds them both, and they're trying to, you know, get out of the pen and all that, and start getting to safety. And they hear Ed, if I remember his name. I didn't write the name down, unfortunately. They can hear him sort of, you know, I think they can hear him or something like that, but it's basically him hiding, and, you know, he's afraid, he wants to get out and hopefully get to safety. Well, a junior T-Rex finds him, and yes, they do remember, because they're watching the junior sort of play with him. He keeps knocking him down, and he's like, get away from me, get away from me. And then they hear a shriek, and then it just goes silent. Then, that's right, then Muldoon, and I forget who tags along with him. I think it's a worker. They find a leg or an arm, and I'm like, ooh, that's scary. And what else happened? The raft scene, the river scene, you know, they're trying to, yeah, that's the one thing that a lot of, you know, people talk about, and I'm like, I can't wait to get to that moment. And it is intense as it is in the book, like when I'm reading it. You know, they're going down the river, and it's like the T-Rex is asleep. You know, Lex, she's coughing, I think, if I remember, and it's like, I'm sorry, and suddenly the Rex is following them, and I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, really, really good. Alrighty, I'm up to the last section of Infinity Gauntlet. Damn, I kind of wish we could get a movie based on the comic itself, but I know that's never going to happen with so many, you know, licensed, can't spit it out, you know, so many characters not being able to be used in the movies at that time. But holy crap, you know, when they finally got to the area where Thanos is, you know, he's there. Damn, did he mess everyone up, and it was really brutal. The ones I can remember, you had Wolverine, he turned his skeleton into rubber, so he's all, you know, he can't attack him or get up. And then Cyclops was trying to take him out and stuck his head in a glass box or a container, and he started suffocating. They couldn't get him out, and I think Scarlet Witch was blown up. She-Hulk and someone else turned into like stone, and I think they, you know, evaporated, if I remember. Thor got turned into a human, like he lost his powers and his worthiness, but I think he got him back. What else happened? There was another thing I wanted to... someone else got taken out. Oh, Iron Man got his head ripped off, and I was like, oh, shit, holy crap. And what else happened? And then I thought this was a really cool one. Nebula took the gauntlet, and now she's got it on. And I thought, oh, that's really, really cool. And yeah, now I'm on to the last bit, and Thanos is now helping them. Like, damn, I lost the gauntlet. I'm on your side now. Also read some more Cassie Hack, and I can't for the life of me tell you what I read. I'm just trying to remember now. There was a very short one. It didn't last very long. She had to find a... There was like a sort of Punisher and a Batman kind of character. He lost his wife. I gang member he killed her, and then he took out the other people, like his crew, and then killed him off, and then he got shot, and Cassie, was there for his last moments to make sure he didn't die alone. But then what happened after that? Then she found a weird dog, or her partner in crime found a weird dog. What else happened? I feel kind of bad because I really like Cassie Hack. Oh, that's right. There was like this not a vlogger, but he was like on the internet. He created this like blog called like Suicide Girls. Like they're very, it's like they're in like goth and emo, and it's almost like a Playboy kind of thing. And he got killed. He got really abusive. That's right. He was very, he was like, he wanted to start not so much. Oh, how do I spit it out? He wanted to make it a bit more gory, and his girlfriend at the time ratted him out to the police. They made the bust, and he was going to kill her, so then they killed him. But then he ended up onto the web. He was like sort of like a virus in a way, and whenever people opened up a message, they would end up killing themselves. The irony of Suicide Girls or Suicide something, I can't remember, or what the girls called themselves. And so they called in Cassie to sort of sort him out, and they did in the end. But I think he's not gone yet. He might return, which would be pretty cool. He was a really good sort of villain. Alrighty, I wanted to show it in this video, but I accidentally put it in the box like when I was organising. I read Vampirella Superpowers, and I really enjoyed it. I really, really loved it. I like this idea that it's kind of funny because Vampirella, because she's part of a superhero team, they're kind of scolding her. It's like, Vampirella, what happened to your outfit? Because she's ripped it off, so it kind of looks like her, her spandex suit that she normally wears, that she's known for. And it's like, I didn't like it. It made me uncomfortable. And it's like, then one is like, oh, leave her alone, she's comfy, that kind of thing. It's really funny. It's like Wolverine joining the X-Men in a way. Cyclops is telling him, we have rules here, and Wolverine's like, fuck your rules. So it's really, really fun. And they had some thing kind of going on, like the movie and the book, the thing and all that. It's like, that was another funny moment. So, superhero team, you don't kill people. We beat them down, we arrest them. So Vampirella's on the mission with them. I think it's her first time, and they're like, have you got this? Yeah, sure. Cuts the dude's head off, and the crew are like, and she's like, what? He's dead. I did the job. Vampirella, you don't kill people. She's like, But then the person come back and turned into like this grotesque thing, which was, caught me by surprise. And can't wait for issue 2. I really did enjoy it. And Red Sonja's going to also have a run with the superpowers, which I really look forward to. I just like, she's essentially, she sticks out like a sore thumb, really. You got this really professional looking superhero too, but then there's her, I've got a lot to talk about with my drawings. See, I haven't done a lot of sort of side stuff, like building models, painting Resident Evil figurine, like miniatures. I've really done a lot of drawings in the past couple of weeks. I've been really sort of, just going through the drawing tablet and setting it on fire, if you know what I mean. I finished my Terminator drawing, all done and finished now. I'll get a picture, showing. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like I mentioned, I was struggling with the shirt and the jacket on how to really go with it, and I'm really happy with what I did in the end. And I also just changed it a little bit, with the robot arm and all that stuff, and then a bit of blood, really try to make the blood pop out a little bit more than just solid red. And I love the style that I've developed. I feel really good about it. I love the idea. It's almost like sort of painting in a way, dab, 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 dab. When you zoom in on the image, it's messy, which I like. It's what I like anyway. But when you zoom out, it looks very clean, if you know what I mean. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Red Sonja is now ready to start inking, because now that I finished the Terminator. And I struggled with the axe, so I've got her sword, but I wanted to have her axe as well. But trying to position it, I was like, why is it wrong? I can't get it right. And finally got it in a way that looks perfect. I mean, I was going to give up and stick it on her back, and I thought, no. You were committed to doing it like this. don't, don't freak out. Just take your time, because like always, when drawing before, I was freaking out. It's like, oh, I'll just take the easy way. Especially just going back to when how do I put it? I was taking older drawings and using them as a base to start a new drawing, which you never learn. So I was almost sort of going back into that phase, but no, went back and I went, finally, just took my time. I did a separate file and just sketched the axe, did in different positions, and then I brought her arm in to sort of start putting it in, and yeah, very happy. And I'm not finished because of that. Started another draft. I started Vampirella, and I'm very happy with how she's turning out. I thought, right, it's time to start doing, with my drawings. When I got back into it, I just focused on trying to learn like how bodies look, how to position, instead of just having sort of like a flat image. I want to sort of bring out add attention to detail, like, you know what I mean when I say that. So think of, so here's the character, but they're just flat, almost like they've just been flattened, and then it's like, oh well, they're looking at someone, well now it just looks like that. It's just flat. So I'm trying to go like this to get more, bring more life to the character. And I'm having her fly with this drawing. Her wings are out, and she's kind of like, the claws are ready to, strike. And this time I thought I really need to start, drawing legs and feet, because in my older drawings I never did that. I just focused on, like I said, just the body. And I thought, no, it's time to start trying to get full pictures going. And I thought, I'll have her floating, I'll have her in the sky, like kind of thing. And I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. I'm up to the stage now where I've done the very rough draft and then a cleaner rough one. Now I'm doing a very clean one where I'm taking that draft and erasing bits, cleaning it up, and yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. I can't wait to finish it. The idea is I want to update my YouTube banner, and I'm gonna start taking my drawings and putting them on my banner. So I'm gonna start with Tifa, then Terminator, and I was gonna put myself, but I might see, I did a really basic drawing of my KayneHunterTaker persona, and I just thought I didn't want to take it too serious and really spend a lot of time on it, because I just needed to update my intro and my couple of my display pictures on my social media. And I thought, I'll just screw it, I'll just do it really rough and really clear, like just dab. And I think I might do that when I'm doing the YouTube banner. When I finish Vampirella, I reckon I'll do that. And yeah, I'm just gonna start putting them on, all my banners are on everything, I should say. So I look forward to that. It's a nice project for me. I will do a little spoiler. I'm actually, like I said, I've been really in the mood for drawing lately. I think I've just been so comfortable, and it's very peaceful. So, because I'm not really, because of it started the new year, I just haven't felt like recording, especially after work. It's been quite stressful. A lot of people, it's like after the New Year's, trying to get back into the groove, and at some nights it's really rough, unfortunately. But then I get home and I'm like, I just don't feel like recording, and I actually don't feel like playing a game. But what I feel like doing is just kicking back with some music and drawing, and yeah, just really giving it a good whack. But anyway, I kind of drifted off again. So yeah, the next couple of drawings I'm thinking of doing, I broke my code. Normally I do male, female, female. This time I've done female, Red Sonja, then Vampirella. But I'm debating on who to do next. It's going to be either Casey Jones or Cassie Hack, and I'm thinking of flipping for it. I am burpy tonight. I don't know why, but I might do Casey Jones. I feel like I need to, do a guy next, just to sort of balance it out. I tell you what I want to do. I want to go back and redraw some of my first drawings I did, like Jill Valentine, Kayne, and Lara Croft, because now that I'm sort of comfortable with my style and everything, I'm thinking, now I want to do an update version of it. And almost a year to date now, I started drawing again, and I'm just so happy how, how much my progress has just gone up. I'm just stoked that I was able to overcome the difficulties that I had. Before, my Jill Valentine drawing, that's a good example. there was just so many layers because I was scared to, you know, oh, I just don't want to ruin it now. No, go back. Oh, right, make that a separate layer and then continue on. So it's like half her face was one layer, then her mouth and her ear was one layer, then her neck was one layer. You know, it got really cluttered. Now I do a full rough draft, then the draft, then the clean, and then, you know, the final inking stage. And I did that with Terminator. The only separate layers I did was so, you know, things like the... Did I do separate layers? No, I didn't. It's all one drawing. Actually, no. I just remembered. The guns. Because I thought I didn't want to... Because if... how do I put it? I'm really struggling to think tonight. My brain's dumb. So draw the gun and then position it. You know, I don't want it to see... So the hand looks like that, but I don't want the gun to be straight, if you know what I mean. So that's the only separate layers I did for that one, if I remember. But Red Sonja at the moment, now that I'm onto the inking, I thought, no, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to do separate things for her weapons. Once I do the draft, the ink is just going to be one layer, and yeah, it's just such good progress that I'm happy with, and yeah, just going to be doing so many more drawings in the years to come, hopefully. Tell you what, that little tablet that I bought, it was $70, and I thought just something basic to start off drawing again, and yeah, this thing just kicks ass. Alrighty everyone, that's the end of this episode of Kayne's Bedtime. Just a heads up, I don't know when the next episode's going to be recorded, because it's going to be a busy couple of weeks. I mean, it's already been a couple of busy ones, because a lot of work stuff, you know, training's coming up, and yeah, I had a few issues trying to get my work, because we've gone to work emails now and mine wasn't working, so I'm like ringing the IT people. It's like, I need help, help me, you know, try turning it off and on again. IT crowd joke. And what was the other one? We had appraisals, so me and Luke, you know, do a good job and all that stuff, and yeah, we passed, you know, everyone loves us, thank God for that. And yeah, just other things coming up, and yeah, a very exciting day next week. Our buddy Anthony's getting married. Yeah, me and Luke are groomsmen, so it's the last couple of weeks, you know, we've got the Bucks night coming up, and then the next week's the big day, so just got a few things to sort of get done, you know, last few things. Still need to get shoes, and then I actually got to swap out a shirt. We bought a nice shirt for the wedding to wear, and I didn't realise the neck was very long, so I can't get a tie on properly, so that's gonna, yeah, got to get that done tomorrow, if I remember. Yeah, no, a couple of days, can't remember now, I lost track. But yeah, it's going to be so much fun, and I'm very happy for them, and yeah, can't wait for the big day, and just, yeah, I managed to get work off that weekend. It's on our split weekend, and I'm like, please, it's our buddy's wedding, we can't miss it, we're groomsmen, it's important, and yeah, work's like, no worries, enjoy. So that's going to be fun, and yeah, so it's basically a jam-packed week for me, so I don't know when I'm going to, you know, get another episode done, but yeah, until then, thank you all for watching, and have a good night.